You see, God is looking for followers that will surrender full control over to Him. God is looking for those individuals that will go deeper with Him, that will allow Him to lead them, to guide them in all truth and in all righteousness. God is looking for disciples who will follow Him to the ends of the earth, who will rely on Him for their strength, who will rely on Him for their provision, who would rely on Him to sustain them in every and all area of our lives. Friend, have you reached that point where you're totally surrendered over to God, where you're totally committed over to Him, where if He doesn't show up in your life, then it's useless? Friends, we need to get to the point where it's all about Jesus, where if Jesus is not leading us, if Jesus is not holding us up, then nothing else matters. We need to get to the point where we see the Apostle Peter, where when he saw Jesus on the water, he asked Jesus to call him out, and he went out into the water, and as his eyes were on Jesus, he was able to walk on the water. But as soon as he took his eyes off of Jesus, he began to sink. We need to get to that point where our eyes are totally fixed on Jesus. You see, friends, when our eyes are fixed on Jesus, then we'll be able to fulfill the plans and the purpose of God for our lives. If we take our eyes off of Jesus for 1 minute, then we're going to lose sight of what God has planned for us. We're going to lose sight of what God wants to do in our lives. So we cannot take our eyes off of Him. So as we